grieved, we grew, that even as we hurt, we hoped, that even as we tired, we tried, that we'll forever be tied together, victorious, not because we will never again know defeat, but because we will never again sow division. Scripture tells us to envision that everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. If we're to live up to our own time, then victory won't lie in the blade, but in all the bridges we've made. That is the promised glade, the hill we climb, if only we dare it, because being American is more than a pride we inherit. It's the past we step into and how we repair it. We've seen a force that would shatter our nation rather than share it, would destroy our country if it meant delaying democracy. And this effort very nearly succeeded. But while democracy can be periodically delayed, it can never be permanently defeated. In this truth, in this faith we trust, for while we have our eyes on the future, history has its eyes on us. This is the era of just redemption. We feared it at its inception. We did not feel prepared to be the heirs of such a terrifying hour, but within it we found the power to author a new chapter, to offer hope and laughter to ourselves. So, while once we asked, how could we possibly prevail over catastrophe? Now we assert, how could catastrophe possibly prevail over us? We will not march back to what was, but move to what shall be, a country that is bruised but whole, benevolent but bold, fierce and free. We will not be turned around or interrupted by intimidation, because we know our inaction and inertia will be the inheritance of the next generation. Our blunders become their burdens, but one thing is certain.
Well, different reactions have poured in regarding that particular recital. First tweet on there from Oprah reads, "I have never been prouder to see another young woman rise. Brava, brava, Amanda Gorman. Maya Angelou is cheering, and so am I." Michelle Obama took to Twitter to say, with her strong and poignant words, Amanda Gorman reminds us of the power we each hold in upholding our democracy. Keep shining, Amanda. I can't wait to see what you do next. Hashtag Black Girl Magic. Hillary Clinton was not left out. She also tweeted, "Wasn't Amanda Gorman's poem just stunning? She's promised to run for president in 2036, and I, for one, cannot wait." I mean, we all were glued to Arise TV yesterday, watching those live, the live inauguration. And when she took to the stage, Twitter just went absolutely nuts. Because I mean, obviously, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we didn't have the large numbers, so we had a huge audience of people watching from home. And as you can see from, those are three great women: Oprah, Michelle Obama, and Hillary Clinton tweeting about me. I mean, she's definitely off to a good start.
Absolutely, Shaitan. And I think without a shadow of doubt, that was a very pertinent message in her recital at a time that America is going through a very divisive atmosphere. And her delivery and the strength and courage and the promise of hope that she also delivered in it is what resonates with everyone. Yes. So beyond three powerful women commenting on it, I mean, you and I as well.
Well, absolutely love it. Doctor.
Well, when I asked Laurie Lade about iconic moments during the inauguration yesterday, I had Amanda Gorman's performance in mind. 22-year-old, Harvard graduate, the youngest poet laureate to take that platform. And it's a very distinguished tradition, having a poet to perform on the day of inauguration. It was J.F. Kennedy that first did it in 1961 when he invited Robert Frost, poet laureate, to read a poem at his inauguration. The next person to do it, of course, was President Bill Clinton in 1993 when Maya Angelou read On the Pulse of Morning, which was a very performative performance. And then, of course, we had Elizabeth Alexander, invited by President Obama in 2003 Song of a New Day. But for this young lady, she's the youngest in that tradition, and she lived up to expectation.
She did.
Very evocative poetry in which she talked about unity, about putting differences aside and having hope for the future. In one of her lines, she said, even as we grieve, we grew. In other words, you look, America may have been buffeted by storms, by crises, by threat of insurrection, but there's that possibility of growth. And I was quite impressed by the fact that, you know, our theme was in sync with the theme of the inauguration itself, which is America United, and also with the theme of the president's speech, in which he was calling for a united America to make America great again. I mean, give it to the Americans, no matter how difficult the situation may be, they still try to extract meaning, significance, pomp, you know, ceremony out of it. And I think that the inauguration yesterday of President Biden, you know, was a memorable one and will be so remembered for the performance of Amanda Gorman and also Lady Gaga singing the national anthem and holding that golden microphone, and also, of course, J-Lo performing. Not to forget the multicultural, diverse 46-song playlist inauguration list, which added color to the virtual parade across America. Thank
you so much, Rufai. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this.
To many things at Inauguration Day. Things like, because I'm a huge classical music buff, I'm that kind of your Rachmaninoff kind of guy, and I was looking forward to things like Battle Hymn of the Republic and you know, the naval band always represented. That poem was great. It was wonderful. That's the second time a black woman is going to deliver the poem at the Inauguration Day. I mean, it was really lovely. The first time was Maya Angelou in '93. That was a very powerful poem.